Okay, for our Tech-10 presentation this evening, many of us use Google Maps, and Dennis WD6X is going to show us how to plot transmission paths with Google Maps.
Actually, Google Earth.
Google Earth.
How many use Google Earth for anything? How many knew that you could do paths between 2 points? Wow, that's really good. How about SAR Topo? How many use SAR Topo? Not as many. Sorry. Actually, SAR Topo, the difference that I found between the two is SAR Topo is an internet-based database. So it's very fast. All the information resides on a server somewhere, where Google Maps you have to download to your computer, and it's how it works is based a lot on how fast your computer is, how fast your network is, and so on. So I'm going to show you Google Earth tonight, and I'm running off the wireless network in the building here. It's not as fast. I've tried a couple other wireless networks. It's not as fast as it is at home, but I think you'll get the picture. It's a 10-minute deal, so I'm just going to show you how it works and how easy it is. And everybody asks me what this picture is. This is Antarctica. This is R1 Alpha November Charlie. My buddy's in Antarctica, and if you want to see, that's what they look like. They're all Russians. So it's a Russian, I'm sure, listening outpost. So anyway, surely scientific exploration. Okay, so again, I'm on the wireless network in here, so I'm going to go ahead and launch Google Earth and kind of show you how to do a quick path. I think we'll use Greg's QTH because I already have it loaded.
So
but
you could use the internet even though it's loaded to your computer?
Yeah, we're on the internet. Yeah, through the local wireless network here.
Now, why would we want to track? Why would we want to?
That's a good question. Thank you, Brian. Okay, so here you are. You're up in Meadow Vista or Christian Valley or one of these places, and you can't hit the Auburn repeater, and you're trying to figure out why can I hear it, but I can't hit it. You know, for some reason, I seem to be able to not to get into it. And in fact, MPA, Jim, you're here tonight, right? He had to put up a little 3-element beam to actually get into it. As soon as he did that, a 4-element Yagi, and it worked just fine after that. So, so why? And here's what you can do. You can open up Google Earth, and you can put in your address up here, and go to your QTH. So, for example, what's it? All right. Don't look at this too close, sometimes you get kind of queasy if you. Okay, so here's Greg's house out in Riverwoods Drive, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit here till we can see where the repeater is. Actually, there I am, so he's kind of in the same line as I am. There's our repeater right down here. So you can do it the quick way or the long way. If you want to save it, you can do it a little bit differently, but what you need to do is select this little ruler tool right here. Okay, and make sure show elevation is on. And as you can see, we'll put the repeater on the downhill side. And we'll put Greg's QTH. You see it? Can you see that, me doing that okay?
Yeah.
All right. There we go. And the neat thing about this, so down here is Greg, and up here, you see the arrow moving along the path. Okay, so up here is the repeater, or I say down here on the map. Okay, so he's got a couple of big peaks in here. How do you hit the repeater, Greg?
I have a 16-element beam.
So let's say there's a big peak in here. So the repeater is at there we go. Yeah, you can see it right there. 1,530 feet right here is the repeater. And he's 4.24 miles away. Okay. And he's got a big mound here. I'm going to double click on this, and it'll go up here, and it should go to where that hill is. Let me move this out of the way a little more here. And we'll go look and see what house is in the way. Maybe you could have it taken out.
That's what the beam is for.
Hopefully it's not Mel's. That's just the police department. We can get rid of
Yeah.
that.
Let's try that again. I'm going to save it. Okay. Yeah, if I save it, then I can mess with it here. So now I can go back to it and I can say show elevation profile. And if I double click on this peak, which is about right there, I can zoom in and I can see what the name of that road is right there. And there's the house you got to take out right there. That's the one. And as notice as I move along the profile on the bottom of the chart, you can see the arrow moving along. And an incline drive is the high point on that particular part of the path. So if I go out a bit, and we'll scoot down the map a little bit more. Okay, here's another peak right here. That peak's right behind my house. Yeah, it's not my house.
It's got an antenna on top.
Yeah, it's my antenna in the way. Okay, so, and that one is right there. Yeah, it is my house. Sorry, Greg. So, the neat thing is you can have these things posted, and let's see, for some reason, here we go. I'm going to show you a couple more here. This is
Give me the azimuth to that.
Here's W6EK to, yeah, I was going to show you a little bit more too, what it'll do. Here's Richard. So Richard's got what looks like a long path, but if you look at the topo for Richard, yeah, so Richard's got a couple of little peaks up here. As I move, you can see the arrow up on top. I move up, and that's the repeater site way up there. He's got a couple of little bumps, but nothing that is really in his way all the way down to his house. And you're at 93 feet, Richard.
Almost below sea level.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the easiest way to do it. You can also drop a pin. So if you know where you are, let's say for example, let me go over here to the confluence. Try to find it here in the canyon. Whoop, come on, not too far. I think that's Auburn Lake Trails. Too far somewhere. Everybody,
49.
yeah, I think that's Auburn Lake Trails. It's down here somewhere.
Yeah, follow the yellow line straight up.
Yeah.
No, other way.
I was just looking for the bridge. Oh, there it is. Right here, correct?
Yeah.
That's the bridge.
No,
So,
at the bend.
that's the bend. There we go. Yeah, so here's the river and the canyon, and everybody says, gosh, how come we do so well down here? Well, the reason is, here's this little, come on, stop moving. Okay, this little trail right along here. That's where you can park your car and walk down all the way along the river down here. Anybody done that before?
Yeah.
That's really, really neat. Well, you can actually, with a handheld,
Western States Trail.
with a handheld, if I drop a pin down here, let's say on that trail, I'm going to move the pin over here on the trail. Now I'm just going to leave it unlabeled. And then do that same thing. Grab a ruler and click on the repeater site and that pin, which now is behind the, oh, there it is. Okay. And there's the profile. So, as you can see, the repeater is much higher than everywhere that you go down. There's the bottom of the river right down here. Let me get this out of the way again. There we go. There's the river, where the arrow is, right on the river. That's the low point. The low point's right in the river. And if I go all the way out to that path, you can see it's pretty straight shot the repeater. So you can work a handheld from down there in that canyon without any problem. Okay, one last thing. Any questions about this? Okay. I wanted to show you SAR topo. And this is, I'm using Google Chrome. And the neat thing about SAR topo, and I have the plot between the repeater and my home, I can do profile, similar kind of thing. It gives you a lot more information. As you can see along here, it's got a lot of different information. If I do terrain statistics, you get a bunch of information. So you not only can see your profile, but you can see elevations or slope, some things I don't really understand, tree cover, the green area along this bottom line here, developed, undeveloped grassland, a lot of information. And it's web-based. So you can get to it, you know, from any internet selection. And I'm not, like, I just started playing with SAR topo about a week ago on Orion's suggestion, and so I'm still learning a lot about that. But I've been using Google Earth for many years. It works great for a quick topo. Okay? Any questions? All right, thank you.